NVDA, Nvidia. It had a big run going into the company earnings. Right now, we can see that the bid is 620 by 621. The high was 631. We can see right here in that after hours market, guess what? That thing got slammed down and we hit a low right here of 611. Yes, it got slammed all the way down from 635 on the high right there. That was the high after hours, everybody. Right there is the low. Yeah, that's exactly right. And it is the bellwether of all of the semiconductor units. And right now we are in this after hours market. So we're going to figure out exactly what the numbers are. Then we're going to update everybody. And then the amount of options that were traded in the stock options right here, we can see where they were buying 4,700 of the 630 calls. Yes, they were. They were buying up and out of the money right here. They were buying up and out of the money 650 calls, 7,700 contracts. Yes, they were. All that money goes to zero. Yes, it does. The 630 calls, they bought 4,700 of those. There were other big ones. They bought the 625 calls. They bet, 4,300 of them traded in here. I can just tell you right now, by looking at exactly what Nvidia did, when Nvidia rallied going into this earnings report. Here's a daily chart on Nvidia. We rallied 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Today was the fifth day. Yesterday we made the highs. Oh yeah, we did. And we made the highs up there, 635. After hours right now, the high, 635. And we just dropped down to the lows in after hours. Yeah, we did. And boy, did we ever drop down to the lows. So once again, um, you know, you had to know one thing about after doing this for 35 years, buy the rumor, sell the news. And that's what this trade is about. It's not because NVIDIA has a bad company or it's a bad stock. No way. And it's going to bounce around. And the report was good. We'll give you those numbers right now. Preliminary numbers, everybody. I can give you that one. They see Q2 revs 6.174 to 6.42 billion versus 5.48. There's nothing wrong with that number. They beat by 38 cents. They beat on the revs. Gaming revenues were up 106%. Data center revenues up 79%. Guides Q2 revs above consensus. You couldn't get any more than that. But why isn't the stock up above 650? And why isn't this great report that I'm reading to you now not driving the price, and nor is it going to drive those option prices that were bought and the amount of contracts that were bought that expire on Friday are huge. But the price for that kind of report, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. They're given the Q2 revs above consensus, okay? And the data center revenue was up 79%. That's awesome. And those are awesome numbers that they're putting. And with the upside for Q2 revs, 6.30 billion, yes, that we couldn't ask for more. And we couldn't. And the data center business continues to expand. And it does. And so artificial intelligence, those chips are really kicking butt as they are. Nothing to not like about this report. It's earnings volatility. It's after hours. The stock doesn't have to move much, my friends. Let me just show you something. The stock does not have to move much at all. And they can steal all the premium out of the call side of the market just by where the price is printing right now. Yes, they can. That is the gimmick. You've probably been a victim to it before. Most people have. I don't know of anyone who hasn't. But nonetheless, the stock is not breaking above 635. And because of the downside move to 611, and then we could see these spikes, it's all very clear with that good report. And we could see where the highs were right here. And this is a 5-minute chart as we see it in the price action. The lesson to be learned on these earnings is yes, they were going to report well, and yes, it's always been one of our very favorite picks out of all of them, out of every last one of them. And we've been trading quarterly earnings on this for the last 30 years or so, it seems, 28 years or something like that. But nonetheless, the price action was, as I showed on the daily chart, it was buy the rumor, sell the news. And that, you have to have been around a long time to know how to do that. And we know how to do that with Nvda. And that's why the prices are not breaking out, because it already ran up anticipation of this great earnings report on Nvda and how people will get hosed in the option market. Sign up for that free trial. We can teach you so much stuff you have no clue. Let us be the one to open your eyes to the real deal.